How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
I'm personally doing good, you know?
Yeah.
What about you over there?
I don't know.
You're not knowing. That's okay, you don't have to know.
Sometimes I just don't know.
You once said you're taller than me?
You're sitting up a lot more than me, and I am taller than you.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Well, anyways, guys, I'm Alyson.
I'm Courtney.
I think we're doing a lot better job this season at introducing ourselves.
Yeah, like last season we just got
I think we
straight
said
into
our name
conversation.
once all season.
Yeah. People didn't know who was talking or who we even were. They were just like, who are these people?
Girls?
Yeah.
It's also better now that we have video version because you can see us talking.
You can look at us and admire us and judge us if you feel like it, but just know, like, every time you judge me, you're going to get judged 4 times harder.
Yes. That's what I always say.
And today I'm a baby.
I'm just a baby.
I can pay you in blocks.
I love the different routes you and I take that.
Yeah. You're doing the, like, TikTok, the, like, I did a baby. And I'm doing the, like, Fred Armisen, like, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm a baby.
I just talk how I talk to my cats, and that's not even... I just a baby.
Oh.
I'm just a baby. Oh, my goodness.
Y'all don't want to hear my baby voice. I would give everyone the ick if I, like, for real did my baby voice.
Courtney, we have to have a moment. Do you talk to men in baby voices?
No.
Okay.
Nee. I keep that tucked away. I only talk to my sister in a baby voice when I'm, like, 30 minutes out from sleeping.
And we'll be arriving at our destination in give or take 30 minutes.
Yeah, you'll know when I start. I'm not going to do it.
So, what's some things that's been on your mind today in terms of your emotions, in terms of thoughts you had, in terms of anything?
Yeah. I had sex before the sun came up this morning.
Oh, I did too, of course.
Yeah? Tell me about that.
I can't. Anyways.
Yeah, I overslept quite a bit, so I'm just kind of, like, stuck in this, like, mental delirium. Whenever I oversleep, I'm, like, just still sleeping all day. Everywhere I go.
Nightmare!
That I did. No, straight up. Like, I'm like, pinch me. I feel it. Ouch. It hurts. I'm still here. Yeah, so I had sex for breakfast, took another nap, woke up, did some laundry.
Good job.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
I'm proud.
Why do I have to do laundry every week?
Why do you have to do it at all?
What?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now that you mentioned delirium, I feel like I'm not here with you.
I feel like I'm somewhere else. Coming to you live from the astral.
From the afterlife, it feels.
I think I'm in the in-between.
I'm in purgatory.
Yeah, what's up with you, though?
I'm having a really big crush on an athlete. And I know you don't know who he is, so I will have to show you a photo of him, unfortunately.
Oh, like a professional athlete, not like
yes,
someone, okay.
No, not someone. Like, not anything that...
Not like...
It's really affecting me mentally. So, I've had a crush on this man for about a year now. It's sort of died down because football season hasn't been happening. And so, I haven't really gotten my fix-in of him. And football season started up again, and now I'm seeing him all over TikTok in his, like, pre-game outfits, and I'm like...
Ferris's brother was just talking to me about Cam Newton's outfits, and that man's got style. That man's got style. I didn't know anything about him.
I don't know who he plays for right now. He used to be the Panthers quarterback. What?
I don't know, though. I don't know anything about sports. I never have.
Oh, he's not signed to any team right now.
Oh, okay.
So the man that I'm speaking of is Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Have you heard about this man?
Yeah.
With Taylor Swift? This is why I wrote down in our notes, unfortunately.
I don't know anything about Taylor Swift.
Okay. Well, neither do I. But I've, like, you know how I get with my crushes where it makes my stomach hurt. Because I can't.
You choose to have crushes on people that you'll never meet.
Yeah, it's not a choice.
I think it is. I think it's subconscious.
You have to, when you see this man, you will realize, for me, there was no other option.
Oh, no.
I have to show you the TikTok edits.
Wait, you sent me a TikTok.
Okay, good.
I think it was he looked like him.
Oh my god, he's so fine, and he's so goofy, and he's 6'5".
Wow.
And he's so big, and he's so good at football, and I love him. And recently I found that him and his brother have a podcast, and I was like, I cannot start watching this podcast because it's going to be bad for my mental health. Well, I did start watching the podcast, and obviously I fell so deeply, madly in love with him. And then rumors come out that he's dating Taylor Swift, and that made me feel sick. Like, no, this can't be happening to me.
No, she's stealing your man.
It feels like that in a way. And I was like, that's not real. So then I saw an interview with him saying, like, I've been shooting my shot. I told her to come out to a game. So I was like, okay, they're not dating. He's just trying. Well, comes around yesterday at their game. She's at the game in a booth with his mom. And they leave the game together. And I
wish I knew, like, a Taylor Swift lyric to, like, insert here.
It's really fucked up because my whole TikTok For You page is edits of him. But now it's edits of him to her songs. And I'm like, stop.
Stop it.
It's like, Taylor, you can have any man you want. Please don't choose mine.
Yeah, like, it's disrespectful.
I'm
sorry, this is so unreal. Like, it's kind of related, but it's not really. I don't know. This TikTok came up on my For You page. It's not funny.
Okay, I'm not laughing.
It's not funny. This girl how her schizophrenia manifested, it, like, started out as, like, her having a crush on a celebrity. And, like, like, fully convinced.
Oh, no.
Fully, like, convincing her brain that, like, everything that she would do would, like, bring her closer to him. And everything that, like, it's like when manifesting becomes not healthy.
That's what I'm going through right now.
I know. I'm like, let's just not get to that point.
I'm really trying hard.
She, like, fully convinced herself that, like, they were...
See, I'm not at that point. Like, I know. It's just one of those things where it's like, that does fucking suck, though.
Yeah, no, like, it does. That's how I feel about a lot of famous men. They're just all so beautiful. And Megan Fox.
Yeah, she's hot.
Megan Fox should be mine.
I just tell myself, like, today I was literally talking to myself about this because I realized it was a problem when I actually felt in my body upset. And I was like, I need to start viewing him as a brother. I'm like, that's how I'll get over it. He's my brother.
Or just, like, look at him like he's just a guy who plays football.
That doesn't help me. That's not helping.
Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that Taylor Swift stole your man.
I wish I was happy for you. End of sentence. I'm not. At this time, I'm not. Really.
Can I?
Yes, please. Let's move on and talk. You talk about something.
I don't get Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I don't get her, and I don't want us to get canceled because of that. Because some people are really I don't get why people are so defensive over her, but I don't really get Taylor Swift. I feel personally like I don't dislike her music. It's good. It's good music. But I don't think her music is anything, like, revolutionary, in my opinion. And I feel like people act like it is. Like, Swifties are like, this is the most unique music ever. But it's not.
I just don't understand the stan culture. I don't get that. I've never understood that. Like, I love a lot of artists.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not going to war with you.
No,
babe.
like, I'm not going to, like, fight to defend you. Like, I don't know you. I just like your music.
I mean, I like Taylor Swift's music, like, a lot. Not, I wouldn't say a lot. I would not consider myself, like, a Swiftie by any means.
Yeah.
I like her music, though. But, yeah, I've just never understood when people, like, worship the ground artists walk on. Because it's like, I just don't get it. And we don't have to get into it because it...
No.
But, it's not just with Taylor Swift that I feel... It's, like, anyone.
Like...
Because I think y'all forget that celebrities, like, they're
just people.
And also, I think a big problem with stan culture is they then excuse any behavior that these people... Like, that's one of the big problems I have with,
why do people argue so much about what celebrities are up to?
Right.
Like, why do you care?
It's also just, like... Yeah... I don't get it.
I don't know what's going on in the world ever at any point about anything. So I think that's why I feel the way that I do.
Okay.
Because I never know. I never know what's going on. People have to tell me.
What are some bits you've been doing recently? Because we are, if we are anything, it's committed to the bit.
Being a lover girl. I'm just kidding. Baby, I'm kidding. I have been committing to... What bits have I been committing to that I'm saying?
I'm not talking about that deep. Like, my biggest bit recently is just saying, and I'm going to get a gun.
Yeah, I keep saying it's from this show, Documentary Now, with Fred Armisen, but I keep saying, if bad things happen to good people, I must be some kind of a saint.
Okay.
I keep saying that.
That's a good bit.
I keep doing that. That's very often. I've also been, and I think I wrote down a note about, like, strange insults, too.
Yes.
But I've been, like, strangely insulting people.
This is my favorite thing.
Like, you smell like chlamydia. Like, I don't know.
Oh. Like, I love calling people, like, ridiculous names. That it's, like, one of my favorites is calling people, like, you spoon. And it's like, what
does that even mean?
What do you mean spoon?
Yeah.
I'd be heartbroken if someone called me a spoon.
A bit that we do often. And I'm calling Joey.
I'm calling Joey.
I'm calling my uncle.
I'm calling my uncle.
Calling my cousins. And we're going to get this sorted out. You don't want to know what Joey's going to do about it.
It's already done.
It's already been done.
So.
You look like the bottom of Gandhi's flip-flop.
Right. Watch out. Yeah,
you don't want to mess with him.
We've had that bit for a while.
That's been, like, years on.
We love Joey.
I'm calling my uncle.
Love you, Kay.
Love you, Joey. One time when I did mushrooms, I really thought Joey was a real person.
He is! Where is he? Joey, if you're out there.
Joey, come on out.
Can you call us for once?
Yeah, why are we always calling you?
Why are we always calling you?
Why aren't you calling us? Yeah.
We never thought about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bit, but it's just been, like, the type of, like, humor I've been in lately. It's just, like, being so sarcastic, where it's, like, what are you doing?
Dude, I literally wrote down, like, it's crazy to me when people think that I'm being for real.
I'm not serious.
I'm not
like,
serious.
I'll be like, thank God for that. And people are like...
Yeah.
What?
You always also go, and that's what I've always said.
I've always said that.
I've always said that.
And I'll continue to say that for the rest of the time.
I've always said.
Mine's been this accent that I'm, like, I keep talking in. Which I don't know if it's a bit. And it's also, I say it's a southern accent, but it's not. And thank God for that.
Like, what accent?
That. It's, like, developed into my actual voice.
Wait, I didn't hear an accent.
I can't do it off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Just in the moment.
It just comes out. That's not it. I made that one up right now. Okay.
That was good.
That was it.
Bell.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of, like, specific bits besides and I'm gonna get a gun.
Yeah, that's been a
Violence
repeat.
Has been my bit.
Violence
lately.
has been a big one.
Like,
one time I went to Starbucks and ordered a big one instead of a venti, and they took me out back and shot me in the leg.
Oh, I was just sitting here like, I can't see you doing that. You love Starbucks.
I get Starbucks all the time, in a way.
For my next trick, I'll be needing a gun. Hey, does this manifesting shit really work? I need someone dead by Thursday. So you let me know.
Fine, if you want to go ahead and interrupt silent reading time, I hope you like burning in hell.
That's so true for me. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't really think of any. It's just like, I mean, you guys will hear it in the episodes of things that I say where it's just like, what are you saying, dude?
Yeah. But I feel like that's always, you know? Like, that's just, like...
Do you ever, like...
Life.
I think we both think we're funny, but do you ever have a moment where you're like, am I?
The thing is, like, I know that I'm funny because I make everyone laugh.
Yeah, same, but then I'm like, I don't know, sometimes I really wonder.
I know. Well, I think the parts that get me the most is when I make people laugh when I wasn't trying to.
Oh, that's the best feeling.
No, it's great, but then I'm like...
That's often when I'm most... I'm not the type of person to really crack a joke.
No. I just mean, like, when I'm, like, saying something completely unironically, like, just, like...
Oh.
And people are like... Ta! Like, all my friends just think, like, the way that I talk is funny. Or, like, the faces that I make when I'm talking.
That's why I think I'm autistic.
Oh.
Well, one of the reasons.
Yeah.
What did I text you? I texted you recently, like, once again. I do
Yeah.
think I have autism.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
It says, autistic humor is just making sincere observations and joining in on the laughter if you turn out to be hilarious. What we just said. And I texted that to Courtney and I said, I really, truly think I have autism.
Our texts have been really funny.
Our texts have been really good.
Our texts have been funny. We just keep sending each other, like, meme photos, but, like, we're making the captions for them.
It's so good.
Like, the other night, this repeat one that we've been sending, this one of Gru with a gun.
He's holding a gun.
The other night.
That was my opening message to a guy on Hinge recently.
That's perfect.
Or Bumble, or one you can send pictures of.
Yeah.
I just sent that picture of Gru holding a gun.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
The other night, my man who's not really my man he was supposed to come over at 8, and I texted him at 8:01. What's your ETA? And he said 8:30, and I was over here texting Alyson like, oh, so this man thinks he can just come over 30 minutes late. And she just responds
with the picture. This is what he'll walk in to see. Duh.
And then the ones of that, like, animated guy.
Who is that man?
Who is that man? If you guys have seen him on Threads.
That's where I've been getting all my memes.
Yeah, me too. Threads is the shit. Threads is awesome.
So good.
I love Threads.
So good.
It's been cracking me up. Left and right, up and down, backwards, sideways, diagonal, horizontal.
4 corners. Bingo, bitch.
Square, oval, hexagon, parallelogram.
So are you going to keep saying what you were trying to say?
You know, I think it's one of those things where, like, you start a point and then it just wanders off somewhere.
She's gone with the wind.
She's gone. What? That's a big spider. Is that a spider?
That's a stink bug.
Thank God.
Hey, that's my least favorite.
Well, I just thought if it was a giant spider, I would cry.
I prefer.
I actually had a nightmare about a spider this morning. A giant spider, and that it crawled into my bed.
Do you ever fear that bugs will crawl into your ear?
Yes.
Remember that show, Untold Stories of the ER?
Yes.
I remember there was an episode where this man woke up screaming in the middle of the night, and it was because a roach had crawled into his ear and was, like, biting him, and he was just screaming because that was his biggest fear. And now it's my biggest fear. And now I also have a really big fear of, like, imagine you're with someone and you wake up and they're dead next to you. What do you do in that situation? Who do you call besides Joey? Joey, I woke up, he's dead.
Joey, you need to come help me. They're going to think that I did it.
But really, though, imagine you wake up next to someone, and I'm so sorry if this has ever happened to you. But that just made me,
oh my God, that's awful.
Like, really scared
That would be
me.
horrible. That would be really horrible. I just realized I was going to say my scandal, but it's my personal scandal. There was a history teacher.
No way.
He wasn't even my history teacher.
Jesus Christ. How did you never tell me about this?
We had each other on Snapchat.
During high school?
Mm-hmm. I was a freshman.
Huh? How'd you get a Snapchat?
I asked for it.
Courtney.
He drove me to Starbucks one time. He was like, you can't tell anyone. I was like, I won't. In my mind, it was innocent, but now that I think about it...
Well, you were also a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, I thought it was the shit. Yeah, he doesn't teach anymore. He moved after that year.
To prison, hopefully.
I think it was in, like, Europe or something. He follows me on TikTok now, and, like, only likes my TikToks at, like, 3 in the morning. Pretty sure he's married, too. I don't know what's up with him. I mean, he's very handsome.
You'll have to show me after.
I don't even know if I have any, like, way of...
Yearbooks?
I don't think I have a yearbook.
What the fuck? I have all mine since kindergarten.
They're at my family's house.
My mom is moving, and she, when I was back in Pennsylvania, she sort of brought me this box, and she said, here's all your stuff, I'm going to throw it away. I was like, I'll take it. And half of it was, like, letters I wrote her in kindergarten for Mother's Day, and she was, like, throwing them away. And I'm like, well, I'm not keeping it, so you don't want it? And she was like, no. And I'm like, damn, I took a picture of of them because it was so funny. Oh my God, I was such a hoot. It was so good. I'll have to find it. But I'm like, damn, if I had a child, I would want to keep that. So I tried to write her a poem, like roses are red and violets are blue. Mm-hmm. But I was in, like, kindergarten, first grade. So this was my take. This was my take on roses are red and violets are blue.
Okay.
I said red is red and blue is blue. I know something. I love you, and it's true.
True.
And then I wrote her another one, and it's a picture of her.
Cute.
And it
Slay with
said,
the hat.
it says, you are as pretty as a diamond, and diamond spelled D-I-M-O-N.
I love it.
You are as pretty as a diamond.
That is just the sweetest thing
And she's
ever.
throwing that away. So, okay.
Okay.
That's been another one. I said, okay. So I went on a run yesterday morning. Did I tell you this?
No.
You probably saw my Snapchat story. I went on a run yesterday morning at a trail I have yet to go to, and a lot of it was, I mean, I got there at like 6:30. So not many people were out. The first person that I passed, and I was like a mile and a half into the run, so I was like, well, I don't know where the fuck I am, and I'm a mile and a half away. I'm like looking in front of me, and I see this man approaching me, and he's like swinging something really long.
Oh,
And I was like,
no,
what's
I
that?
don't like that.
The closer I get to him, it's an axe. And I was like,
You did say, yeah. Well, it sounded a lot more casual than that.
yeah, no, I didn't know how to make that clear via Snapchat text feature. But he's just slinging this axe back and forth, and I'm like approaching him, and in my head I'm like weighing the pros and cons of if I turn around, he's going to be behind me. And it's sort of the same mentality of like, if there's a big dog around, you don't turn your back on it because it could attack. So I'm like, I'm gonna, like, there was nowhere else I could go. It was either turn around and run away from him or pass him. So I just like pick up the speed and sprint past him. Yeah. But as I am, I like wave to him and I'm like, good morning. And he just looks at me. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I was on edge the rest of the run.
Oh my god, that's horrifying. That's
why
I don't
there's
run.
Like not many times where I pass a man and I'm like genuinely scared.
Yeah. I think the scariest interaction I've had with a man was that time that I was almost kidnapped.
Yeah.
Chased my car. This is like a lighter level of scary men, but a couple Halloweens ago I was downtown and there was a man who literally had a real whip. Like a real life whip. It was like part of his costume, but it was real.
But like I know you use that.
It was real, and he was so far away from me. That's how long this whip was, and whipped me in the leg, and it like slashed my fucking leg. It was like the fattest fucking bruise on my leg for so long. I literally went up to the bouncer. I was like, "Why the fuck are you letting a man in here with a literal whip? Like, look what he fucking did to me." I was bleeding. Like, it was literally so bad.
Why are you whipping people?
Why are you whipping people? And he was, like, smirking, like...
What was his costume? Freddy Krueger?
I don't fucking know. He looked like a fucking creep.
Does Freddy Krueger have a whip? I don't think so. No,
What does Freddy Krueger use? Does he have, like, knives for...
I was thinking he had knives for hands, but that's Edward Scissorhands. And he's sweet, apparently. He's
Edward Scissorhands is cool.
Freddy boy, what are you doing?
I don't recall. But yeah, no. Freddy Krueger just comes in your nightmares.
Just comes when you're sleeping. You can't get away from. Okay, this is a question. If you had to like be encountered with any of the scary men, like Jason, Freddy, Michael, who are some other ones? Leatherface. Is that his name?
I mean, like if I had to interact them as in like
no, like you had
killers.
to survive. Yeah, you had to survive. Like, you were in the movie.
Freddy Krueger,
not Freddy, you can't do that.
You cannot invade my dreams, please. God.
I think Michael, he's just a man.
Well, and he walks real slow.
Walks real slow.
Like, I could definitely outrun him.
Jason can run.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have, like, powers? Can he, like, transport? I don't
know. I don't want any of them that are on some paranormal shit.
Yeah, because I'm losing.
That, you can take 5 steps to the back.
Chucky, by the way.
Huh.
I'm taking care of you, babe.
Yeah, I'm fucking handling that ass.
Like, don't even worry about it.
No, I'm burning him.
I'm kicking him like a fucking
I'm
football.
torching that bitch.
I'm torturing him. I'm the killer now.
Now I'm the killer.
That makes me think of, have you ever had dreams, or like, do you lucid dream ever where you're sort of in control? Cool.
All the time.
I had For a while I didn't, and I used to get really bad nightmares, and I would have a few, like, recurring ones, and one was I was in this house, and I knew the layout of the house, but I'd never been to the house, and there was this man who was trying to kill me, and I had this for years, where he would chase me, and every dream it was different, where I'd, like, try to survive all night long, pretty much, and then a couple of years ago, I was like, wait a minute.
We've done this before.
No, I knew every time that I'd done it before, but this time I was like, I'm sick of you, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So I started chasing him that dream, and I never had it again.
Wow. One time I had, very recently, my dreams are fucked up. I have, like, terrors for dreams, but, like, at some point in the dream, I will recognize that I'm dreaming, and I'll switch it up. But, in this dream, I kept waking up from a dream.
Oh my god, I hate when that happens.
While I'm dreaming. And this, like, evil entity is, like, following me in each of the dreams. So, like, I wake up and he's there. I go back to sleep. He's in that dream.
Thank you.
Wake up from that dream. He's there, like, just following me around.
He is obsessed.
No, I
with
know.
you.
And I eventually, like, I was like, look, I'm about sick of it. I was like, I'm not scared of you anymore. I'm honestly about sick of you.
I'm sick of your shit.
Stop following me around. Like,
he's like, my bad, I just wanted a friend.
No, and I'm literally like, I'll make a deal with you, okay?
Oh, damn.
I'll fuck you if you just get out of my dreams.
Oh my god.
And he pulled out a big book.
He pulled out a condom.
He pulled out, like, a big book, and he was, like, writing down that I made this deal to, like,
what if you just, like, sold your soul?
I know, I might have. What if I did? Like, I sold my soul to the devil in a dream.
I'm sorry to this man.
Yeah, but I guess I have to fuck this entity.
Could be hot. Before. Who knows?
Yeah, so, like, if I ever see him in a dream again, like, I know that the deal was real.
Yeah, okay, you know? He's coming back.
I'll be like, damn.
What if he's hot?
For real. Yeah, well, actually, towards the tail end of that dream, his persona, like, it was his energy.
Hell yeah.
But, like, he was masked as Jim Carrey.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, like, yeah, let's fuck.
I can rock with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then after I signed the deal, I woke up. So, hopefully, if he does come back, he still looks like maybe young Jim Carrey.
Damn. Go on.
Yeah, you know.
I love that.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other scary men. I mean, I've had a lot, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it's like, it's hard to narrow down to, like, specific stories because I'm scared of men constantly.
I think beyond men that were close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Two were in Europe. I had two really scary encounters in Europe. The one, I was in Dublin, and I know you know about both of these, I'm sure, but I was on a pub crawl, and I was, like, in between. I got separated from my group because I did move forward with staying back at one of the pubs because I had thought I'd fallen in love with this British man there, who now, when I look at his Instagram, not cute. Which is fine.
The drunk goggles.
Yes!
Making people look.
He also had a hand tattoo, and he just, like, he was such a fuckboy that he had such good charisma. Yeah. And we were just bantering really well. Whatever. Yeah. So I stayed back, and then I left. And I don't know how I found the next pub, but I did. But in the middle of that, this man comes up to me, and he's, like, he looks to be my age, and he just, like, grabs me by the shoulders and pulls me in for a hug and kisses me on the top of the head, and he's, like, asking me all these questions. And I, like, realize what's going on, and I push away from him, and he's, like, looking at me with the weirdest look. And I was like, ew, I don't like that. So then the next day, I'm thinking, like, did he put some sort of tracker on my coat? You're making me feel super sick. Oh my God, I hate that. So I check my coat, and there's a slash down it, the whole way down the front on, like, the side of my heart. So he had cut my jacket, and I was like, did he try to stab me? We'll do a little photo dump for each episode of things that we talked about. Isn't that a good idea? Yeah. So that'll be on the photo dump on our Instagram. Okay, I love that. But I think that he was trying
about Gru.
Yeah. I think what he was trying to do was I was wearing my fanny pack underneath my coat, and I think he was trying to cut my fanny pack off of me. I'm going to get a gun, and I'm going to find you, sir. And then the other time was I was in England, in this really sweet little seaside town. It was like 9 a.m, and I was walking to a cafe, and I passed this guy, and you know, like, your intuition, the second you see someone, you're like, you're not sitting right with me. Mm-hmm. He wasn't a creepy man, but it was like you're scary. Mm-hmm. And he was like probably late 20s, whatever. It just like immediately set alarms off in my head. And I was like sort of looking behind me to make sure he like was doing the right thing. And he turned into this like garden, and I was like, good, we're good. And then he immediately turns around and comes out and follows me. So instantly I'm like, well, obviously you're following me because you just came from this direction. And if I would have stopped walking, he would have gotten to me in like 4 steps. So I was like, ooh, you're not making me feel good. So I'm like trying to cross the street, but there's construction on the other side of the street and the sidewalk's closed, so I can't. So then eventually I get to a point where I can, and I cross the street, and he's just like staring at me. So I stop and I let him go in front of me. And then I cross again to get behind him once a bunch of people have gotten in between us. And then he looks behind him, sees me, and then rounds a corner. So I'm like, he's going to try to wait at that corner for me to go past and get behind me. Or like, my thing is what are you going to do when you get to me? And that was after my experience in Dublin. So I'm like, stab me probably.
So one of my biggest fears is getting stabbed.
I just went into a cafe and waited for him. But I'm like, you are not
I don't like right. That. I don't like that at all.
Anyways,
Mother doesn't like that at all.
I don't like that. So moving on. So tell me what you think about men thinking that when they move forward with endowing us. What's that mean?
Endowing?
Provide with a quality, ability, or asset. Okay. When they have sex with us, why do men think that their penile region will make our rump region bigger? You think it does. Want to see a magic trick? Bend over backwards.
It's happened before. Like, my butt gets a little bit more plump when I've been fucking.
But that's not having anything to do with them. It's probably just the muscles you're using.
Even if I'm being a pillow princess?
You're laying flat on your back.
No, like on my hands and knees. Usually with doggy, it makes my butt bigger.
It's like not their dick, though.
When I was in high school and I started having sex with my ex-boyfriend, my butt got bigger. For real.
But it's like...
I don't think it's their
not
dick.
Their dick.
I don't think it's their dick that's making it
I don't want to
bigger.
give them any
maybe
credit.
It's like the motion.
Yeah. Sure, but you could hit yourself up against a fucking brick wall and that probably happened.
My back shot sound like bongos.
I was just thinking about that because of that song I just sang to you. What did I say? Want to see a magic trick? What's the first line? Got a fat ass, I can make it fatter. No, you can't! You're lying!
That shit was so funny. I literally looked at the fucking notes app this morning.
What did I say? So what's with men thinking them fucking us makes our butt bigger?
I can't imagine, like, the amount of times that men have said that to you.
Leave
men are, like, okay, and, like, reasonably so because you have a great ass, but, like, men constantly talk about your ass.
That has started when I was about 12.
Yeah. Like, it's constant.
I remember being 13 at the beach, and I was shopping for shorts, and the person who worked there was like a middle-aged man. He came up, and this is why I hate this fucking saying now. I was like trying to figure out what size I should get, and he was like, go for the bigger one. You're pushing for a cushion. I was like, I'm 13. You're going to jail. You hear those sirens? They're coming to arrest you.
World's toughest prisons. Sorry.
Hey, don't ever apologize.
Homeboy was watching that last night.
Of course he was.
Homeboy came over and put on an army movie. An army man put on an army movie. Speaking of men violating our asses,
don't.
When I was, don't. What?
That's a scary segue.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
I won't. No, I was going to get Starbucks. But I'm like waiting to cross the street because all the parking spots were full at the actual location.
Obviously.
And I'm wearing like my little like black
Your jumper.
My jumper, you know, with my little onesie. I'm wearing that. And this man walks by me, homeless man, and he's like, hey, how you doing? And, like, I'm the last one to just ignore something like that. Feels so rude to me. Yeah, but he's like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, good, how are you? Good. Keep passing.
Bye.
You know, like, we're passing by each other. I'm sitting here, there's cars coming, so I'm waiting to cross the street. And homeboy's fully turned around, now ahead of me, looking at my behind. And he's like, you got something on the back of your pants. Do you want me to help you get it off? Yeah, I know. I literally looked at it, I said, absolutely not. And he's like, all right, well, you look good.
So fucking bold. What do you think? Please come and fuck me in my car.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, please. Yeah,
I don't know
you know
what you think is gonna come out
what
of that.
do you expect? What do you expect I'm gonna say? Obviously, I don't want you. Also, there was nothing on me.
Of course. That makes me feel violently sick.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, right in the comfort of my own hometown. Ugh, disgusting.
I had a man who tried to get in my car.
Do you remember when that guy tried to get in our fucking Uber?
Yes, I just was talking about that recently. It's funny you say that because I told this story and then went into that one.
Oh my god. Crazy.
Because that made me think. I was just, like, stopped at a red light and it was right next to a bus station. And a man came up and was, like, trying to get in my passenger door. Well, if you get in, guess what else is in this car? A gun. So.
Yeah, we were downtown one time, and this man's, like, trying to mac on Alyson. She's not interested.
It was a group of them, too?
Yeah. Yeah, they had, like, a video camera, too. They were, like, trying to, like...
It was an iPad.
It was literally an iPad with a flashlight.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're, like, he's trying to mac on Alyson, and then, like, she's obviously not interested. He turns to try to mac on me.
I reamed him out for that.
Yeah. You're like, you're not gonna...
This is not
happening. You're not gonna do that. But he really has the nerve to, like, put his face up on my ear. And he's like, I just know you got good pussy.
Meanwhile, his other friend comes up to me then and is like, oh, I forget what he was saying. I can't remember. He was like, we're famous. I'm like, I highly doubt that.
You're using an iPad.
You're recording on an iPad, so I'm going to guess you're not. And then they put their arms around us and look at the camera. And didn't they say something like, we're going home with them or something like that?
Stupid shit. And we're both just like,
no, the fuck you're not. And then he was like, it's our friend's birthday. Say happy birthday. And I was like, our Uber's here. And then we get in the Uber and he, like, tries to get in with us. He literally is,
like, holding the door open. And I'm sitting in the car like, no. We're looking at the Uber like, drive.
I'm gonna slam his fucking door on your
head.
head.
I will fucking slam your head into the door. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? That's disgusting. First of all,
same height.
You're not. Literally.
You don't get to say that.
Literally.
You know I got good pussy? Yeah, you can see it. You're eye level with it.
All you'd have to do to eat me out is just bend down.
Like, girl, what are you talking about?
Disgusting. Foul.
Freak of
boo. Nature. Blah. Wah. Gross.
So,
yeah.
I think we should wrap this episode here.
Yeah, I think this is a good wrapping
so
point.
Much was said and somehow nothing at all, I think.
And that's how we do it here.
And that's... Oh, you want more from us?
Oh, no, you wanted more plot. Oh, you wanted more sense of direction.
Find it yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry, we both have ADHD.
Hey. Anyways, with that being said, yes, go all Queen.
How my demons look.
Beautiful.
That's something I've been doing a lot, yeah.
So, with that being said, we will talk to you later, of course.
Yeah, later alligator and a wild crocodile.
Make sure you follow the Instagram for the podcast, and you already know what it is. It's the God Complex Podcast.
It's the God Complex Podcast.
My Instagram is the Alyson LaRue.
Mine is Courtney_cab.
And you can also watch us on YouTube. And also, if you are on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. If you're on Spotify or Apple, give us a 5-star rating, nothing less.
Nothing
less.
I
don't want to see it. And if I do see anything less than 5 stars, you know
we
what I have. You know what I have.
And you know I'm not afraid to use it.
I would never be. So anyways,
and I'm calling my uncle.
He's already been called.
Called. He's already been called. All right, bye. Love you.